that's why when I took the 2 years off, I was in the UK giving birth to my daughter. But everyone was like, I remember everyone saying, after she's done with giving, she's done.
That's what everyone
That's
says
what
about
everyone
women,
says.
especially
When
in
she's
sports.
done with the child, she's gone, she's done.
You'll
It's
never play
finished.
again.
I'll never play again. I took that to mind because I could see on Facebook the stories they were writing, who's coming up, and I was like, really? So when I gave birth to my daughter, I gave myself 6 weeks exactly. I went to the
Doctor's
doctor.
orders.
Exactly. He told me, no, you're actually perfectly fine. That point, Chizo said, okay, let's go. He's very supportive.
Yes.
Took me to the park. He's with the baby. I'm jogging.
6
I
weeks
did
after you
2
had your
weeks.
baby.
Yes. I did 2 weeks. My legs have never been heavier. I've never felt so weird in my life.
You had a baby.
Oh my God. It was like I was trying to run and carry 10 kilos on myself. And after those 2 weeks, that was exactly 8 weeks, I got a team, Mark Pro. It was in the Metropolitan League in London. And I went to them, I said, I can play. They're like, with my baby in the stroller. I was like, yeah, I can play. They looked at the baby's just 2 months. Like, okay, we train these hours, can you come? I was like, yeah, I can come.
With your baby?
Yeah, with my baby. I take her, I give her milk, I give her her pacifier. She's like, and mommy is on court playing.
Wow.
So I did that for like 6 months. And then I told my husband, we're like, okay, so we come back home. Yeah, 2012, come back, go back to KCC. As always, newspapers, there's nothing she can do. She's reached this period of playoffs. She must be off. She's just had a baby. There's no way. And I think 2012, you were presenting the awards as well, USPA.
Yes.
Yes, and I still got basketball of the year.
Yes, I remember.
Just after my baby. And someone, Isma, came and did an article with me when I just got back and said how Flavia juggles motherhood and basketball. And I told him, you know what? I can never stand people who tell me I cannot.
Yeah, clearly.
I can't, because you cannot tell me I cannot when I tell myself I can. So I worked super extra hard, and I was like, I'm not getting left behind. If you guys are running fast, I'm going to run as fast. So if you come on court right now and say speed-wise, and you're like, she's been playing this game 20 years. I have, and I could still run faster than you and do the things that everyone else is doing. Because I figure, okay, look, where are my strengths? What do I need to do? New kids on the block every day, running fast as the wind. So I do things to make myself get there as well. And I'm competitive in nature, so it helps.
Clearly.
Yeah, it really,
Where did
really
you get
helps.
that drive from? I mean, was it with your mom, or is it just you?
My mom could be awarded Coach Mother of the Year.
So she was
'Cause
the kind who was
my
running
mom-
up and down with you, yelling, yeah!
My mom has never played basketball, and she's only come to watch me twice in her life. The first time she came to school, Kitante Hill School,
Okay.
she was on the sideline, and I was going so fast and going to lay up. There's what they call a foul, when another teammate hits you. They hit me so bad, I fell on tarmac. My mom nearly collapsed. Said, I'm not coming back.
I can't handle this.
I can't handle. I mean, running is different and all this, but now I'm being punched on tarmac with my head and this. It's like, no, I cannot.
Okay.
So she did not. The next time she did come was when I was in Form 4 and we were playing Eastern Central Africa tournament. She didn't even tell me she was coming. She just went to the entrance. They were paying entrance, and she told the guy, I'm not paying. The guy looked at her like, I'm Flavia Okecho's mother. So guys, come in, madam. And she went, she didn't tell me she was there. She stood in the stands and watched my game. Unfortunately,
Mm.
that's the day they hit me and my neck nearly, broke. The girl came from behind and just pushed me so hard. My mom was like, no, I'm done. Either I'll kill
The two
someone.
times she's come,
Yeah.
she's her daughter being...
All right, we'll collapse. Yeah. So she supports is always the first. Did you win? Do you have a game today? Because pretty much half the time she's the one, because my husband moves a lot. He's always in the UK and here. So my mom fills in all the time. She's the one who will pick my daughter. We're here right now, it's lunchtime. My mom is going to take my daughter lunch at school. She's like this perfect grandmother. She's so involved in her life. On Friday, she'll pick her up for school, and then I'll pick her up on Monday after school. So she's like, have you won? Have you won? By how many? Oh, okay, okay. So that means what? She's always like that. But when it comes to watching, she has a phobia for that now. She's like, no, 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 no,
It's
no.
too violent for her.
But when it came to training,
Because that's what you said. She'd wake you up at 6 a.m.
6 a.m. Before, when I was in Makerere College in S5, before I go to school, I'd wake up at 5:30 and run the hills of Kololo from 5:30 to 6, then come take a shower and go to school every day,
Wow.
every single day. So my mom, even on Saturday, even when I'm like sleeping, she's like, no, you're going to be late. My mom doesn't work with late. And she told me there's certain things she always tells me, like if we need to go for a wedding together or something, she says, you'll find me. I'm not waiting for you. Because my mom wants to be on time.
Okay.
So that is what I had to deal with. If my manager, who was Susan Kafumbe Mukasa, she's such an idol, like she's my best idol in basketball. I literally idolize that woman. If Susan Kafumbe Mukasa would say our training is 7:30 a.m., my mom would wake me up at 6 and tell me it's 7. Wake up.
So you'd be
Wake
like,
up. Yeah. By the time I realized like 6:30 and I'm done, she's like, yeah, now you're early. Go. And I'll be the first at YMC at 7. They would literally find me there because my mom made sure I'm there. And I'm not even paid. She just
Yeah.
knows I like the sport and she's making sure I'm there on time. Oh, my mom. So she would definitely get Coach Mom of the Year because she pushed me, and that kind of drive, I think, stuck with me. And the fact that I don't like to fail. So it just gets
Okay.
on.
So you
And
got your scholarship at UCU.
yes,
You studied mass communication, you said?
yes,
So you got your degree.
yes. Majored in PR and marketing. Yeah.
And then after that,
After that,
once you left, where did you go?
well, immediately after that, before I graduated and everything, is when I met my husband. So after that,
How did you meet? You said
played.
you were supposed to do a
oh
collabo.
my goodness.
Who hooked you
Oh
up?
my goodness, oh my goodness. So I don't know how Crystal, this is not Crystal uncovers the truth. Leave me alone. There's no one who knows the story of how I met my husband. I've never done an interview about it. I just don't.
Look at you getting emotional.
Yeah. Because he's an amazing man. He's perfect. Like, he's the most supportive person like I've ever met. Because my mom left, yes. Then I got a replacement.
Where did your mom go?
No, like me growing up and her
Okay.
being mom coach. Like,
Uh-huh.
hey, wake up, you're late. Yeah.
Then you got
I
him.
got another one. Like, hey, let's go jogging. Let's go to the gym. Get up. Oh my God. And sometimes I'm like, leave me alone. But he's doing it from, his heart because he's also really sports oriented. Like, he loves to play. He's very good in tennis. He's the first person who coached me how to play tennis and try to be a Serena or something, which I can't do. But Yeah, and he every single day he'll be at the gym, he'll be working out, he'll be running. So we jog together, we run together, we pretty much do everything together.
Is this the time you wanted to try for Tusker Project Fame? So you had
Ah,
an
no, that
idea to
was
be a singer?
no Tasker Project Fame was before. It was like a year before I met him.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Then I met him when he came to Kampala for a bit, and he
So
was
did he
an
grow up in the
artist.
UK?
No, he grew up here, but he lived there for a while. Then worked there and everything.
Back and forth.
Yeah, then came back, and I met him when he had just come back for the first time through some friends. And they're like, oh yeah, he's an artist from the UK. I was like, artist, really? Hello? But every time I tell him as well, I could still remember everything he was wearing on that day and the whole week.
The first day you met?
Yes, I can remember what hair, I can remember the exact t-shirt he wore with the logo, the jeans, and the Timberland boots.
No way.
Yeah, and he was like, are you serious? I said, yeah. And I could remember everything you wore that entire week. Yeah.
So are you trying to say you were together every day that week?
Oh my God, I just said that. Did you do investigative journalism by any chance?
No.
Yeah. But actually we were, but just like friends hanging out and
Okay.
chilling, but very hot friends hanging out and chilling, yeah. Yeah, but he was really cool and calm. And personally in my life, I'm not the cool, calm type. I'm more
Okay.
of the cuckoo one.
Okay.
So meeting someone who's calm and cool was like really refreshing, because
Okay.
I used to always be the one, like, for me, I'm like explosive. Like if something ticks me off, I'm like this, and he's more like, can we talk about it?
You're like, okay, no, we're supposed to fight about this, you know?
Why are you spoiling this for me? Yeah, but it was a change and a sway in the right direction, and I saw myself with him, and I saw myself build a family with him, and
Wow.
12 years later we're still here.
So it was never like you went through patches, ups and downs, or it somehow just
No.
worked out.
Yeah, I mean every relationship has ups and downs, but there's no downs for me that has caused anything major. It's really, honestly speaking, girls always have girl talk and everything. If we're talking about problems and I hear all the other things, I'm inclined to shut up about mine, because there's nothing in there for anybody. Because if I want to fight and say, yeah, like he was like saying this, like, no, it's annoying. Obviously, everyone fights, even siblings fight, but there's nothing serious really. And as long as there's nothing serious that's damaging, then it's not worth making anything out of it. So I'm glad nothing really has ever happened to that, and
Okay.
we're good.
When you met him, he was an artist. And I think, at the time, artists had a reputation.
Yeah.
Did that give you any hesitation at all? Or just meeting him, you understood the person he was?
No, this is the thing. He shocked me that he's an artist because of his character and attitude. He was very calm, very, very confident, and very, like, sure of himself, sure of what he wants, sure about life. And I was used to, at the time, yes, the artists would be really rowdy,
Yeah.
Rastafarians, ragamuffin. And this was a gentleman dressed up so well with cut hair, cut beard, well groomed, shaped, everything. I was like, artist, really? They're like, yeah, he does R&B and soul and this. I said, But he was so different from the other artists I had been seeing around and running around, and I was like, he is different. So I did that, and when I was in Makerere College as well, in drama, I'm the one who would write the plays. So I would write the play. So when
Wow.
he told me to sing, I was like, yeah, because I can write some songs and I can write some music. So I would write the songs and show them to him. And it's like, yeah, yeah, this is good. So we went as far as going to, by then it was called Black Hole Studios. Washington used to be the producer there.
Yes, yes.
And he was recording, he had some songs of his that he was recording and finishing up. And they were working there with Bebe Cool as well. So he was like, yeah, we could get time with Washington and record one of your songs as well. So most of the time I was actually at Black Hole Studios. I was waiting to record a song as well with him.
Okay.
It never happened.
Now when you think about it, you're like, what
Yeah,
happened?
I'm going to go back home and actually tell him this.
Uh-oh.
Like, yeah, like, wait a minute. I think I was played. I think I was. Yeah, so
Wow.
that's really, you know, how that happened and how that ended. And I still love karaoke. I'm not really into singing. I just like it for fun.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not looking to record any collab with him anytime soon.
You
Yeah.
know, talking as a sportswoman, like
Yes.
when a woman gets pregnant, and that's across, I think it's world over. People always like, now she's had a baby, she'll never be the same again. She will never get back. So when you found out you were pregnant, what was it like? Was it yay? Or was it like tears? Because I know a lot of women, first reaction is tears. Then
Actually,
after the happiness kicks in.
because I found out I was pregnant when I was in London.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, because I had just
you
tummy
on holiday?
pains. Yeah, I was with him. We'd gone, you know, I'd gone there for my, yeah, I'd basically gone to be with him because he was there, was working, and I was just here and I wasn't really doing anything. I hadn't worked. I was playing basketball, but I figured I could spend some time with him as well. So I went to I went to the UK, and then that's when I realized I was pregnant while I was in the UK.
Okay.
And I was like, oops, because that was 2009 and I was supposed to be back to play finals for my team, and I was pregnant.
Yeah.
I didn't like cry or anything. I was a bit shocked, but I wasn't anything by it because somehow the reason I got with him and I chose him, he's a very family oriented person.
You said you could see yourself
I
having
could
a
see
family
myself
with him.
having a family with him. I could see myself being with him. So when I got pregnant, it wasn't a shocker, but I was like, wait, I'm supposed to be back playing finals. And this was like, when I noticed I was pregnant was in August. And the finals were starting, the playoffs were starting in September. No, September it was
So
still
this
going
was
on.
just before you're supposed to come back.
Yes, and October would already be playing and all this. So, guess what? I came back while I was pregnant.
Okay.
Yep, and put on my jersey, got on the court, and played basketball.
Okay.
So the 2009 finals I won with KCCA, I won those finals while I was 3 months pregnant. Yeah.
Okay.
And I thank my man for letting me do that, because it was like anyone else be like, no, but he was like, are you sure you're okay? Are you fine? I was like, yeah. So I came in I came in actually the first game of the finals, and we lost that game. So everyone was like, yeah, you thought just because you're just back from the UK you're going to win that game. I was like, oh, it's okay. Rest assured, I slept for like 3 days non-stop. I was tired. I've never been that tired in my life.
You know, the
but
first
then,
trimester is
yeah.
when you are tired
oh
all the
my
time.
God, I was so tired. And I was 3 months, but you couldn't really tell. It wasn't showing. I would just get really tired really quick. But I had to show up for my team. So I came in strong the next game. We won that game and the next and won the championship.
Okay.
So when I was done with that, then I was like, right, now I'm done with the championship. Let me go back to the UK. Unfortunately, my mom got really, really ill. So I had to stay.
Yes.
And I stayed with her until I was 6.5 months pregnant. That's when she started getting better, and that's when I went back to London. So,
Okay.
yeah, I knew I was pregnant, but I was like, yeah, but I mean, I can still play. So I jogged until I was like up to 6 months, then I stopped.
Okay.
I said, okay, Flash, this is a bit too much. Just relax, eat, and get fat. This is your window.
Have your baby. Have your baby.
Have your
peace.
baby. Have your moment.
But clearly, it
eat
was always in
everything
the
you
back
want.
of your mind that as soon as I've had
As
my baby, I'm
soon
back.
as I don't even know how people say this, like eat as much as you want. When if you talk to any of my friends, they will tell you, me and food, we're like the best of friends there is. Listen, I cannot diet to save my life.
Yeah.
No, that's why I think that's why I'm crazy about sports, because for someone who can eat a whole large pizza alone
Hey.
for a meal with
What?
dessert,
No way.
I have to be.
Are you
Yes,
serious?
way. I don't share pizza.
You eat the whole pizza.
Oh my God, I don't share pizza. Do you watch the sitcom Friends? Do you know Joey and his food? I'm Joey. If we're to do pizza, get yours, I get mine. We're good. I'm telling you, I don't. I really, really like my food, and I like good food, and I like to cook, and I like to cook good food.
Okay.
So I cannot diet to save my life. So my sort of keeping in shape is
It's working.
I have to eat and I have to work out.
Yeah.
So the
'Cause
only
you
thing
work
I
it all
have
off
is
clearly.
if I eat a whole pizza today, I'll be guilty if I don't do anything. So rest assured, tomorrow morning I'll be jogging.
Okay.
But at least I fed.
Okay.
So I'm not one of those people who's like not eating. I'm like, no. Food is bae. We
I think
have
that's
to
a very
eat.
good message, and you need to share it a lot more because a lot of, especially women, have a love-hate relationship with food.
Yeah.
Like food is bad for me, which is really not true. It's about everything in moderation, and most importantly that you need to
I think food.
exercise and be
I think
active.
food is one of the greatest pleasures really of the world. Like,
Ooh, I love the sound of that.
what's the point if you can't eat? Like, I don't get that. Look, I see a lot of ladies who say, no, me, I gave up. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. And sometimes it's just you. It's not really food or it's not anything. It's you. What do you have the energy to get up in the morning and do something about it? If you do not like the way your stomach looks, work on it. If you don't like the way you look, work on it. You just cannot keep complaining about it. Work on it. And then you think, no, I'll just starve myself. But you're just going to get depressed.
Yeah.
Don't starve yourself. I mean, I'm not saying go and have cheese every single day. But you can eat and have whatever you have to eat in moderation. And you can work out. And I'm not saying go crazy gym, crazy me, crazy 100 sprint. No, you would be shocked. My aunt lost so much weight working out in her living room with the telly.
Okay.
Yes, because there's so much exercises these days on YouTube that
Everything's
you can do.
available.
Everything
Yeah.
is available without going to the gym. I think gym is excuses for a lot of ladies because everyone pays for the gym. First, they have to get the energy to pay for the gym. After they get the energy to pay for the gym, then they're like, but we don't have what to wear. Then they get all styled up and get something to wear. Then they're like, but I left work late and the traffic.
Excuses.
And then this and this. Well, you know what? You can work around your own time, in your own house, watching your favorite series, or what's these crazy things us ladies watch?
Telenovelas.
Oh my God! No, I don't do soap operas.
Yeah.
So you can do it. Like you just put
Watching
that,
and you're skipping.
jog on the
Or
spot. Just jog on the spot. Then do the exercises. Do the burpees. Jump up and down. You can do 25 minutes, 4 times a week,
That's all you need.
and you're working out in your living room. So all these excuses, I always tell people, when something is important, you never have excuses.
Yeah, you'll make
You
the time.
make the time to do it. So like you make the time to do everything else, you have to make the time for yourself as well and your body, because you need to take care of your body. But food, do not take away my food. Me and food, we were born this way. Yes.
You are who you are because of basketball, but there are also so many other things you do. And I know a few months ago, you and your husband, you opened an entertainment spot.
Well, yes, a funny story that. I love watching movies and series.
Yeah.
So I went to my favorite video store, and they had changed the people who were there. And the person who was there was a bit really mean and no customer service and everything. And he really ticked me off.
Okay.
Because I love watching movies, and I always have particular series I love to watch or particular movies, and I pass by there because it's next to home and I can get my movies, and he took that away from me. And I was so mad. So I called this other gentleman who used to be there before. He's like, no, I've moved. I've left. I'm not there anymore. And I was so mad. I was like, why? He's like, no, it's not easy to work for those guys. I was like, yeah. Then an idea came. I was like, but wait, how much does a video library do? Like, how this and this and this. Fast forward, I told my husband, let's open up a video library.
Okay.
Yeah, simply because I love movies and I hated where I was going. And I thought at the time it made business sense. Let's do this. We have someone on board. Let him help us do this. He's like, okay, if you want to do that.
Okay.
So he said, okay, what shall we call it? I was like, Flashbox.
Okay.
Yeah, with the movie box and everything. He's like, okay. So we looked for a small shop in Kisasi and got that going, a movie library. And then he got the shop at the far end. Then he was like, there's a lot of space this side. Maybe we could, maybe when friends come, we could put some plastic chairs and umbrellas and they could have something, a refreshment as they wait for movies and things like that. Then I was like, yeah, that's a good idea. But then he left. So when he left, I called him in the UK. I told him, honey, I have a crazy idea.